So many people keep invoking the term Hitler Youth within the comments that I felt I needed to address it directly. Nothing says I am indoctrinated like a Hitler comparison, and if I'm being honest, as recently as September, I was still uncomfortable with the comparison, being that my grandparents were in the Holocaust. But after reading and seeing the comparison more clearly, and of course I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, it's really difficult to ignore the parallels. Hitler Youth was a state-run program designed to indoctrinate children with the ideology of ethnic supremacy, to normalize violence and prepare them for service within the military of an ethno-state. So if we replace the words Hitler Youth with Zionist Youth, could we really argue the definition itself? When I reflect on the indoctrination that I experienced outside Israel, it's honestly shocking. So it forces you to question what indoctrination looks within its own borders. So Israel's education system teaches children from a young age that the Palestinians, their neighbors, are the enemy. When children are taught that one group of people is inherently entitled to the land, they're entitled to feeling safe, and they have power over another, that isn't education, that's ideology. So outside of school, the Hitler Youth operated through youth organizations, summer camps, religious and community spaces, and cultural programs, using travel and social belonging to reinforce a single worldview and to prepare children for service in a militarized ethno-state. If any other country taught children that they were chosen, they were exceptional and justified in the displacement of others, and then funneling them directly into military service, we wouldn't hesitate to call it anything but indoctrination. And that is precisely how Hitler Youth framed Aryan identity, through loyalty and an obligation to the state. When you look at how the youth are socialized in Israel, the schools, the religious schools, youth movements, IDF-run summer camps, Hebrew school, birthright trips, and then the pathway to join the IDF, it wasn't one institution acting alone, but a coordinated system shaping identity, loyalty, obedience across every part of a children's life, ultimately funneling them into the state's military. This isn't about Judaism at all. It's about Zionism as a political project. Children should never be taught supremacy. This is a choice these institutions are making, and it's not acceptable. Hitler Youth is Zionist youth, and history is repeating itself. This will be my last video heading into the new year. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate y'all. Love you.